Aham Brahmasmi, an essential subject from Vinaypedia. Aha means I and Brahmasmi means to be Brahman. Together they mean I am Brahman. There are several connotations to the word Brahman. One expression is the impersonal, all-pervasive aspect of the Supreme, or the effulgence of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To the monist theorists, this phrase signifies that we are ultimately one with God, or Brahman, and the goal of life is to merge into the Brahman. However, to the Vaishnavas, the real implication of the phrase Aham Brahmasmi is that one is constitutionally an individual spirit soul temporarily entrapped in a material body. When one comes to realize and understand that every living entity is a part and parcel of Krishna, the supreme origin of this entire cosmic creation, then one's spiritual education commences. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinaycote's Aham Brahmasmi category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 7 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. Aham means I. Therefore the speaker who is saying Aham, I must have his own personality. The MYVD philosophers interpret this word Aham as referring to the impersonal Brahman. The MYVDs are very proud of their grammatical knowledge, but any person who has actual knowledge of grammar can understand that Aham means I and that I refers to a personality. Therefore the personality of Godhead, speaking to Brahm, uses Aham while describing his own transcendental form. Kaitanya Karatam Ta, DLL 1.53, for the impersonalist, pure egotism is Aham Brahmasmi. I am not this body, I am spirit soul. But in its actual position, the spirit soul has devotional activities to perform. Therefore Lord Eva prays to be engaged both in mind and in action in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord according to the direction of the Vedas. This is the process for purifying false egotism. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.24. 43. When either a man or a woman is advanced in spiritual consciousness, the bodily conception of life practically vanishes. We should see all women as spiritual units, Aham Brahmasmi, whose only duty is to satisfy Ka. Then the influences of the different modes of material nature, which result from one's possessing a material body, will not act. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.18. 42. Just as the Lord is unaffected by the influence of the material modes, so too are his pure devotees. One who is not affected by the 3 modes of material nature is called a liberated soul, or Brahma Bhta soul, SB 4.30. 20. Brahma Bhta Prasantiyam, BG 18.54, is the stage of liberation. Aham Brahmasmi, I am not this body. This is applicable only to the person who constantly engages in the devotional service of Ka and is thus in the transcendental stage. He is above the influence of the 3 modes of material nature. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.29. 14. Here the statement of self-realization Aham Brahmasmi, which is interpreted by the MYVD philosophy to mean I am the Supreme Lord, is explained. The Supreme Lord is the original seed of everything. Jandaya Sayayata, SB 1.1. 1. Aha Sarvasya Prabhavo Mata Sarva Pravartate, BG 10.8. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9. 35. The so-called liberated persons are never satisfied by the repetition of the words Aham Brahmasmi. Such artificial realization of Brahman becomes hackneyed, and so to relish real pleasure they turn to the narrations of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Those who are not so fortunate turn to altruism and worldly philanthropy. This means the MYVD philosophy is mundane, whereas the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam is transcendental. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1. 19. There is a class of men akin to MYVD philosophers who misinterpret the Aham Brahmasmi and Soham Vedic mantras to mean, I am the Supreme Brahman and I am identical with the Lord. This kind of false conception, in which one thinks himself the supreme enjoyer, is a kind of illusion. Srimad Bhagavatam 5.25. 1.